Hi YouTube and welcome back to my Let's Play The Sims 3. So as you probably recall in the last episode, if you watched it all the way through, that Felicia and Isaac finally became engaged. And here you can see they are smooching and celebrating their new engagement. We also got engaged at the end of her birthday party, so she is now a full adult and no longer a young adult, and so that's one of the reasons I was trying to get her engaged so that she can be married and have a child before she reaches elder level. And she's also thankfully nearing, getting close to maxing out her career. I think she's level 7. I think last time I said level 8, but she's actually only level 7. But within another episode or two, she will level up to level 8 pretty quickly and need to really kind of work on her celebrity status. She's a 3-star celebrity now, and I think she really needs to be 4 or 5-star celebrity in order for her career to progress all the way to level 10. And I'd really like to get her to level 10 before she has children, but she can at least get engaged and take her time and get married and stuff, and then work on her career. And I know he's in a music career, and I don't know what his lifetime wish is. We'll find that out once he joins the household. And then we'll go from there in terms of his career development as well. And he's only a 2-star celebrity, but I'm thinking he's probably a rock star or something of that nature. So we'll have to see where that progresses. So yes, they just had a woohoo, and even afterwards they just couldn't keep their hands off each other, which I thought was kind of cute. And apparently werewolves must do it better, cause she doesn't mind doing it even when he's in werewolf mode. So I think he's a little bit better looking when he's in human mode, but I think that's okay. I think it's kind of interesting. Aww, that's cute. I think it's kind of interesting, kind of having her with a werewolf. Definitely better than a criminal, one way or the other. Even though he does keep trying to send her love letters and gifts and stuff, but I've been kind of ignoring them. And then here, one of her birthday wishes, or midlife crisis wish. It wasn't midlife crisis, but it was a wish of hers, was to play guitar. So I allowed her to play guitar, and then I also granted her last episode a midlife crisis wish of buying a new house. And so here what you're seeing is I'm kind of fulfilling that wish, and I'm going to go ahead and buy her a new house. This house from Curtis Parody has been really lovely here on the waterfront, but it's her wish, so I'm going to go ahead and grant it. So I'm going to, right now, kind of looking at the houses in the area and seeing what's available. I think all of these houses right here are all kind of tiny little things, and well, she's a rich superstar celebrity film actress. She's a featured actress now, so we're not going to buy her a rinky-dinky little house. We're going to buy her a nice mansion. I just need to find a nice one. So there's some nicer homes over here, but they're all like 1 bedroom, etc. And considering I do want her to eventually get, not eventually, but she is going to get married and eventually have a child, and so I want to have a nice big house. And this one here, the Magic Mansion, looked really nice, so I decided to go for this one. So we're going to go ahead and accept. And it's, yep, gonna confirm that this is the household with our 3 puppy dogs. Fifi, Cash, and their baby Cuddles. No one suggested in the last episode if Cuddles was a good enough name for a dog, or if I should rename Cuddles. So far Cuddles is remaining Cuddles, just because I couldn't think of a better name for the poor thing. Alrighty, so here we go. Now we're moving, and this is the epic, fastest house move ever. It's like she walks down the stairs and bam, she's at the new house. There must have been a glitch in the game, and it just moved her forward to the new house. I mean, she's still in her pajamas. She hasn't even changed into her winter clothes, and it's snowing cats and dogs out here. And one thing you'll notice, the gates and things, you'll notice that stuff's going to change over time. I actually have gone through and edited some of the fencing and stuff, because one thing you'll notice here is that there's a paparazzi that gets in and follows her to the house, and at one point she actually gets really annoying, and so I end up walling off the entire property all the way around and putting in those security gates to keep paparazzi out, because there was actually at one point, it won't be in this episode, it might be in the next episode, where there's like 3 paparazzi hanging out outside her house. Which, you know, I guess paparazzi do kind of gather in groups even in real life, and I'm like, okay, we need to keep these guys off the property. Because I think at one point the one that I that does get into the property initially, because I don't have the security gates up yet, ends up just standing outside the house heckling her, and here she comes right now, and she just kind of stands outside catcalling and things, and it's kind of annoying. And I also decided I don't like Felicia's new clothing. When she aged up to adult, her everyday clothing stayed the same, but all her other clothes, well, no, I think her formal wear stayed the same too, but her outerwear changed and that kind of things, and I'm not very happy with some of the changes in the clothing, so I decided I think it would be nice if we can select some new clothes for her, and you know, she's going through a midlife crisis, so giving her a little bit of a makeover is probably not a bad idea, even though that hasn't been a wish of hers yet. But I do, when toons age up, when characters age up, I kind of like giving them a fresh look, and like this outfit here that she's been doing it for her everyday, that works really well for a young adult, but I don't think it's appropriate for a sort of middle-aged adult, this outfit right here. So this outfit's gonna go, and I'm definitely changing that out. So pretty much this rest of this episode, or the majority of this episode, is going to be her, me going through and kind of figuring out some new outfits and things for her. And I'm going to actually select a number of different outfits. So first off is the new outerwear, which I'm actually going back to the outerwear that I had given her before, with this puffy jacket and jeans. And I'm trying to get rid of some of this jewelry that she's wearing. It works really well for someone who's like in their early 20s, but I think she's like, you know, probably late 30s to mid 40s now. Well, maybe not. Maybe she's just like in her 30s. She goes from her 20s to her 30s or something. I'm not quite sure what the equivalent is. And she's just going through a midlife crisis. Midlife to me is, you know, in your 40s, but if she is still young enough to have children, she's probably in her 30s. Oh, anyway. I'm sure this has been debated on Sims forums till who knows how long. But anyway, so there's a decent outerwear outfit for her for the winter. Made sure she has gloves on. And then here's a nice autumn outfit for outerwear. So when it's a little cooler out, but not cold enough to need to bundle up quite that much. And then I went back here to the everyday, and I'm like, okay, she needs some new everyday clothes, and I wanted to give her more than just one option. So I kind of go through here and look at a number of different things to try and figure out what would work for her best. And here's the first one I came up with, and I'm like, that's kind of dowdy, but first let's go ahead and get rid of all this gaudy jewelry again. It's worked for a while, but let's kind of give her some little classy little updates. Give her some nice little earrings now instead of the big gaudy earrings and things. Make her look a little more grown up, a little more classy. She doesn't need all the bling anymore. And it's interesting, her face does actually look a little bit older. There's, you don't see wrinkles, but you definitely see some crease lines coming down from the nose around the mouth and stuff that weren't there before. Definitely a sign of aging. Alright, so here I am going through now that I got rid of the jewelry, and I'm like, okay, what kind of everyday outfits can I give her? And at first I kind of go through like all the complete outfits, and I don't really find anything I like. So then I switch over to giving her new bottoms, and I'm like, oh, okay, I like those jeans, but I didn't like the top very much. So I'm like, okay, what kind of top can I give her? And I wanted, you know, more than one outfit, ultimately. So I'm just kind of scrolling through here and trying to see what outfits would make sense. This one's not terrible, but ultimately I decided not to use it. Still a little too young and frilly, and there's a little too much belly exposed here. You know, if she was a young adult, I might have, you know, that could have been an interesting outfit for her, but... And that's a little too down home country. You know, she is a actress after all, a professional actress, and she should at least look somewhat Hollywoodish, I think, while still being casual. Now, this outfit I really like, but, well, brown is my favorite color. Her favorite color is more purpley pink, magenta colors. And so I decided to take an outfit that I like and then kind of change it into a color that she would like. So there's one everyday outfit. Even though that's more of a spring-summer kind of look. And I ultimately want to find something that's more appropriate for fall, winter, etc. And I decided to give her this outfit as well, because it's a little bit of a cougar look. Even though she's not marrying a very much younger guy. And then I absolutely love this top, this outfit right here. And it looks a little bit like a sweater, and it kind of works very well for fall winter outfits. So I decided that's going to be her new everyday outfit for right now. And it didn't stick, so I went ahead and like, okay, change your outfit. So she's going to go ahead and change into the tan one after she decides to give a sing. Alright, and so here now, she wanted to have a bachelorette party, so I decided since she still had a day off, to go ahead and throw her bachelorette party so that we can then start planning the wedding. Anyway, so here I am going through, and she has a couple of people, that she's supposed to become good friends with. So a couple of celebrities, there are opportunities, that she's supposed to become friends with, and she's been having a tough time getting together with them. They don't seem to like her very much, so I thought, well, let's invite them to the party, see if that does anything. And then, you know, all of her female friends that are close friends of hers, and then I kind of fill out the rest of the party list with female celebrities in town. And I kind of max out the guest list for this. I think it's going to be a fun little time. I actually won't be showing the actual party in this episode. The party itself ends up lasting like 14 hours in the game time. Not in real life, but in the game time. And that's practically an entire episode right there by itself, because a lot of fun little things happen throughout the party. So I figure that will be the next episode, is the actual party. But I figure I can kind of show some of the party prep and that kind of thing. And one thing you're not seeing that I ended up cutting out was I redecorated one part of the house, of the new house, and bought a dance floor and a DJ booth and a new bar that I can have a mixologist, so that I can have all of that at the party. Alright, so I also gave her this Tree of Fortune, and she ate it, and it gave her karate skills. So that could be something fun that we can play with later, as well as maybe having her play with some karate stuff. But in the meantime, here she is hiring her DJ and mixologist for her party, since the party is going to start in a couple of hours. So we want to make sure that they arrive in time. And she's getting really close to leveling up to 4-star celebrity too, by the way. Hopefully that will happen not in the next episode, but maybe in 2 episodes from now. But in the meantime, I am going to go ahead and have her actually prepare a nice healthy autumn salad for her more diet conscious friends who are coming to the party. Since the mixologist only puts out snack bowls, so do that. And I decided not to order a pizza. It seems like every time I host a party, it doesn't matter which sim I'm playing, in which game, whenever I host a party, the first thing they want to do is order a pizza. I'm like, why? Why do they always want to order a pizza for a party? I mean, even if it's a formal gathering, they always want to order pizza. And I think that's silly. But anyway, look forward to that bachelorette party in the next episode. Until next week, thanks for joining me. Bye-bye.